All right. Today's date is 29th July 2025. 29th, we'll soon enter August. A state of well-being and contentment. The secret to eternal peace. A state of well-being and contentment. I just finished treating a topic where I was talking about the love of money as the root of all evil. The root, Contentment. Growing up, if you notice and if you check our life very well, you notice that we've always been telling ourselves that we have a future, we have a destiny, we have an ambition, we want to become this, we want to become that, we want to have this, we want to have that. You want to be successful in life. Those forces, those ambitions, those dreams, we're like the engine house that we were inside piloting it. Follow me. Everything growing up, all what you want, you are sleeping, you are waking up, all what you are thinking is how to be successful in life. I just want to draw your attention to where the real problem is coming from. At what point did we all got it wrong? Where is the angle of deviation? Let's go back to the angle of deviation. Where did we all got it wrong? Someone came from their country to tell us that all what we have around us is not enough. It's not life, it's local. Someone came from their land to our land just to tell us that to be successful in life, you need to have a car. But a car is just a means of transportation now. At what point do you measure success with a means of transportation? Something that will move me from one place to another. How will that mean that I will have a successful life just by having a box that moves me from one location to another? That I will now be so obsessed to get this box that if I don't get this box, that it only means like it is only a means to move me from one location to another. I become so obsessed to get it. Because growing up, all what I heard, all what they told me is that if you can buy a car, you are successful. If you can own a car, you are successful. Until when we grew and we actually own cars, and we didn't feel any. I was like, is it all about owning cars? We started looking for more. We now realized that having a car wasn't enough, because at day one, we didn't even set the standard, we didn't even set the goal, we didn't even set the limit. It was limitless. Because it's limitless, we will always be on auto run. You will always be wanting more. So when you have a car, you now want a house. When you now have a house, you now want a plane, private jet. When you now have a private jet, you now want 5 private jets. When you now want duplex. When you now want skyscraper. You will always want something in life. There will never be a time where you will sit down and say, okay, I am fine now. There will never be that time. Because why? Do you know why? Because you have entered an agreement with the devil. You know that, during our secondary school, when they would tell us that that's Church of Satan, 666, Illuminati, Illuminati, that Lil Wayne has Rihanna has they have sold their soul to the devil. All what they were trying to tell you, they were trying to tell you truth covered with lies. They were trying to tell you truth, but those truths were covered with what? With lies. Follow me. They will trying to tell you truth, but covered with lies. When you love money, let me tell you something. When you love money, it simply means that someone that has it can regulate your life. When you are obsessed with money, when you are too obsessed to get money, you can easily be scammed. You can easily fall to prey. You will never be satisfied, because money is infinite. Money doesn't have limits. Money doesn't have like after 1,000, that is the end. So you will always want more. You will, if you love $1 million now, and you think that if immediately you hit $1 million in your account or in your life, you will be satisfied. It's a lie, yo. You will hit 1 million and you want 2 million. You will hit 2 million and you want 100 million. In fact, the bigger, the worst. It's like an addiction. You get drugged inside. You get drugged inside. And because you get drugged inside, you will be doing things without thinking of consequences. Can you imagine? A full-blown rich Nigerians, these are people that they have money, at least they can take care of themselves. Not as if they need this money for survival. Just for some real stupid, I don't want to use bad words. I don't even want to curse them. They now form a group chat, and outside here they are shouting justice for Mohbad, but inside this is scary. This is scary. The love of money is the root of all evil. If you are contented with what you have, I can assure you 100% that you have a very wonderful your state of well-being will be so wonderful. Immediately you are contented, you will be so satisfied in life. You will not be too obsessed. By so doing, you will chill and you will be able to think of consequences of all your actions in life. But if you are not satisfied, if you are not contented, you will always be yearning for more, and it will always be landing you in troubles. Make up your mind. Make up your mind once and for all. This is a solution I'm bringing. Make up your mind. Tell yourself, immediately I get married, I will be satisfied in life. I will be okay. Any other thing that I am pushing will be additional. I will not be too obsessed. The obsession is not even the reason why you are even making money. Sure, you know. Make up your mind that immediately you have maybe $1 million in your account, $1,000 in your account. At that point, you will be satisfied. You will be contented. So that you will have peace. So that the rate of criminality will reduce. The rate of criminality is thriving in our society because people love money stupidly. You need to see how young boys are desperate so desperate. What do you even need this money for? You ask them nothing, just to do show off and impress girls. Aye. Every your revolutionary thinker will always do the thinking for us. Please, it's high time we stop this madness. Disconnect from the root of all evil, so that people will not easily harm you. Disconnect from the root of all evil. Disconnect from the root of all evil. At the mental level, at your mental state, disconnect from the root of all evil. Do not be too obsessed with money. When someone wants to offer you free money, ask yourself, why are you giving me this money? What do I have to give in return? Nothing in this life that is free. What am I trading? Am I the pawn? Am I the product? All right. Bye.